Flutter or React Native? If you have ever wanted to start building mobile apps, you have probably asked yourself this question, but today I want to look at it from a slightly different angle. Which one is better suited specifically for vibe coding? That is, when most of the code is written by AI and you are more managing the process than sitting there and manually typing every line. In this video, I will put Flutter and React Native in identical conditions. I will ask AI to write the same app in both frameworks and see where fewer problems come up, where the result comes together faster, and which stack really works better for a modern AI-driven approach to development. At the end, we'll compare the finished apps and try to answer the main question: what should you choose in 2026 if you want to build mobile apps as fast as possible? But first, let's spend literally a couple of minutes going over what Flutter and React Native actually are and how they differ. Flutter is a framework from Google for building cross-platform mobile apps. It uses the Dart language and rolls the entire interface itself using its own graphics engine. Thanks to this, apps usually look identical on Android and iOS and have strong performance. React Native is a framework created by Meta. It uses JavaScript and TypeScript and lets you build mobile apps using React. Instead of its own renderer, it uses the operating system native's components, so the interface ends up feeling very close to what Android and iPhone users expect. Put very roughly, Flutter builds the entire interface on its own, while React Native works through the platform's native elements. Now let's go over what app we will be building and what stack I will be using for vibe coding. To keep the experiment from getting too complicated, I will build a finance tracking app. I will write a prompt asking for animations, gestures, and UI inspired by iOS 26 with a liquid design. For writing the code, I'm using Opencode. Among the extra plugins, I have all my Opencode Slim connected. On my Opencode Slim turns Opencode into a full-fledged orchestrator. It breaks big tasks down into smaller ones, distributes them across different agents, and then merges the results. Here's what my preset looks like. I mostly use inexpensive open source models. There's one more important point. For Flutter, I will be using a special skill that helps the AI write code at the level of an experienced developer, following good architecture, making fewer mistakes, and generating higher quality code. I built the skill based on my own Flutter experience and real projects. You can download it via the link in the description. At first glance, this might look like it gives Flutter an unfair advantage, but React Native has a serious advantage of its own. Most modern AIs are simply much better at writing JavaScript and TypeScript than Dart. The reason is pretty simple. JavaScript remains the most popular programming language, so during training the model saw a huge amount of high-quality code written in it. So in this experiment, both sides have their advantages. I'm sending the prompt and waiting for the result. About 15 minutes later, the app is ready. Let's see what we got. First, let's check the theme toggle. Great, it works. Right away you notice the app is already filled with mock data, so you can immediately see how the interface behaves. But even on the main screen, there are a few small issues. For example, when scrolling, the app bar stays pinned to the top. Personally, that behavior feels unnecessary here. Another odd detail, extra spacing appears after the first item in the list. I'm not sure if that is design choice or it's just a bug, but it looks a bit sloppy. Now let's try adding a new transaction. And here's another problem. The add button is partially hidden behind the bottom navigation bar. You can still tap it, but it clearly doesn't look the way it was intended to. A dialog window opens and we add an expense. Everything updates instantly. The balance recalculates and the transaction shows up in the list. Let's try adding one more transaction. That also works fine. Moving on to the transaction history. Everything displays correctly here. There is a grouping by date, but those same extra gaps are still there. Let's take a look at settings. Theme switching works, language switching also works fine. The stats screen also looks pretty good. You can switch between charts and the animations run smoothly. In terms of design, this is obviously subjective, but personally I would give it about a 4 of a 10. The main issue is that the interface feels a bit disjointed. In some places the corners are heavily rounded, in others barely at all. The glass effect also looks pretty dated and not at all like what you would want. As for functionality, I don't have any serious complaints. At first glance everything works reliable, so React Native handles the task quite well. Now let's see what we get with Flutter. I'm using the exact same prompt and same models. The only difference is that I additionally enable the Flutter skill, which helps the AI follow the best practices and write high quality code. About 30 minutes later, the app is ready. And the first thing that stands out is that there is a full onboarding flow here. After it, we land on the main screen. Visually, it looks noticeably cleaner than the React Native version. Of course, this is my subjective opinion, but the interface feels more beautiful. Checking the sim toggle right away. It works. Localization also works with no issues. Another difference, there is no preloaded mock data here. The app suggests starting from a clean state. Let's create the first account. A model window appears. We enter a name, pick a color and a category. Now we can add the first transaction. And here I immediately noticed a small problem. The input fields look like they are doubled up. Most likely this is just a styling bug in the components. This wasn't an issue in the React Native version. So let's add an expense. The balance recalculates right away and the chart appears. Now let's add some income. Everything updates again, the balance animates nicely and the charts redraw without any lag. You can open each account individually and see its own stats. There are several tabs for different transaction types and switching between them happens without any issues. If I am judging purely on looks, I would give Flutter about a 6 out of 10. The interface looks more polished and cohesive. There are far fewer spots where elements overlap or look accidental. As for functionality, I would say both apps are roughly at the same level. I didn't see any major advantage of one framework over the other in this experiment. So what conclusion can we draw from this experiment? Speaking specifically about this test, both frameworks performed very well. Despite using completely different technologies, modern AI is already capable of writing quality apps in both React Native and Flutter. React Native finished faster. The app was ready in about 15 minutes and almost all the functionality worked without any serious problems, but visually the result came out fairly weak. The interface looked a bit disjointed and some elements immediately gave away that the app was entirely AI generated. Flutter on the other hand took almost twice as long to generate, but the resulting interface was noticeably neater and more cohesive. Yes, there were some bugs here too, but overall the app looked more professional. So for me personally, the winner of this comparison is Flutter. But here's the most interesting part. Just a year or two ago, building an app like this without any mobile development experience would have been practically impossible. Today all it takes is setting the task up correctly for the AI, keeping a bit of an eye on the process, and knowing how to fix the issues that come up. In my view, that's exactly what the core skill of a modern developer looks like today. If you also want to learn how to build mobile apps this way, the links to materials from this video in the description. Now let me know in the comments which result surprised you the most, which would you choose, Flutter or React Native. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. There are a lot of more vibe coding and AI app building experiments coming.